Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be installing a wig from Hermosa Hair. Inside the package, I received a 13x6 deep wave 26-inch HD wig. You guys can see in this clip how small the knots are. They were very easy to bleach and easy to pluck. The previous video I posted is me plucking this wig, so if you guys would like to see how I customized the wig and prepared it for the install, you guys can look at the video I posted last. For my wig caps, I use sheer stockings. I get to use them for about 4 to 6 clients depending on how long their hairline is. After I slick my client's edges back and place the cap on, I use a thin layer of glue to trace her hairline so the cap can stay down. You'll know the glue is dried once it turns clear. So next I use my Ruby Kiss Cream Foundation number 15, the lighter side, and I place it on the cap where the lace will be showing. Now I'm just getting as close to the layer of glue as possible so I won't leave any of the extra lace on my client's hairline. This is how the wig looks after it's been customized. If you guys want to see how I did this, you guys can look at the video before this. The next step I'm doing is using a slanted makeup brush. I think it's the eyebrow one, and make it a dotted line across my client's hairline so I can know exactly where to place the glue down. For each install, I used about 3 to 4 layers of glue, and I spread it across my client's hairline evenly so that it can dry at the same pace. You want to try to keep the glue inside the dotted line so that your install doesn't end up looking messy. When I'm placing the lace into the glue, I'll always start with the middle first. To make it easier, the dotted line should be on the lace and on your client's hairline still. So you guys can just line up the dotted line. When I'm placing the sides down, I try to pull it as much as I can so that the lace doesn't have any rolls in it. Also, when I'm placing the lace into the glue, I press firmly on the lace so that it sticks properly. This makes it easier for me to cut off all the extra lace that's on the wig too. You guys can see in this clip that I'm getting as close to the glue as possible because I can see exactly what part of the laces is glued down. After I cut off each part of the lace, I use the same adhesive and place a thin layer on top so that the lace is secured. The same makeup that I used on the cap is the same makeup that I'm using on top of the lace to blend with my client's skin tone. For this part of the install, I'm using my Erica J's melting spray. I'm using a little bit of it and placing it across my client's hairline. After it's placed down, I'm going to use my black elastic band and keep it on for a few so that the lace has time to melt. This is how the lace looks after it's been melted. Now I'm just going to pick up all the baby hairs and style them. When I'm cutting the baby hairs, I like to cut them in a slant so that it can appear more natural. When I'm doing the sideburn baby hairs, I like to leave the ends long so that it does a full circle for the swoop. Now I'm using my pencil flat iron and curling the baby hairs up so that it'll be easier to swoop. I'm placing some Got2b glue gel, the black one, on my client's edges so that it can weigh the baby hairs down and it'll be easier to use the mousse. The mousse that I'm using is Cream of Nature. If you want your baby hairs to come out softer, you shouldn't use as much Got2b gel, but because we're going for a slick down, sleek kind of style, I use more gel than normally so that it can stay in place. When I do the sideburns, you guys can see in this clip that I use my fingers to make the circle. It makes it way easier than just using the edge brush. After I finish styling the baby hairs, I use 6 wrap strips and I tie the baby hairs down before I place the elastic band on top. This is what the curls look like, the full 26 inches of the wig. I let the baby hairs dry for about 30 to 40 minutes before I remove the wrap strips. Now I'm just doing the last minute styling of the wig. The hairstyle does have 2 braids in it on each side. So 1 braid on each side, as you guys can see from the thumbnail. So that's what I'm doing now. I parted it and now I'm just gonna braid it. I used bio soak and I placed it on top of my client's wig. Then I hot combed to make sure that everything was in place before I started on the braids. To mold everything in place, I'm using my Eben holding spray. I did this in sections. First, I sprayed a little bit of the spray on top. Then I used my edge brush and I combed the product in before hot combing. I did this about 4 times on the top part of the hairdo so that it can be slick and neat in place. And I'm using the blow dryer on high heat. Now that the top is molded, I took the 2 cornrows and I placed them together in a rubber band. To make a butterfly braided look, I did a regular braid and then I used my fingers and pulled each side out to make it look fluffy. In the next clip, you guys will be seeing how I did that. And the last step of the styling is to place the braids over as a crown. To hold each side, I used a hairpin. I placed the hairpin between the rubber bands and sticked it at the side of the wig to hold the braids in place. And the last step of the install is to outline all the parts with the Ruby Kiss makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Continue watching for more clips of the finished look. Comment below what you guys would like to see next.